Now, it's interesting. We're about to start. Here we go. 0-0. Crystal Mildwaters furthest from the screen, playing with Isabel Papazyan. Closest to the camera in the cream and brown matching outfits is Sarah Dennehy, about to serve with Danny Townsend.
0-0-1.
Best of 3 games. First to 11 win by 2. We are playing with the Franklin ball, and straight away, Sarah Dennehy. Big in the middle.
Server.
I didn't think she thought that ball was coming back from Papazyan there.
I didn't think so either, but I think Danny wasn't
0-0-2.
wasn't too sure that Sarah was going to do that and cross over.
Point.
All right, like to see a little bit more patience from Mildwaters there. B, what do you think?
I think Crystal's pulling the trigger way too early. Like, you're playing against 2 players
1-0-2.
who have quick hands. So speeding up every single ball, they're going to be waiting for that. So
Point.
I would not be doing that. I'd be slowing it down, moving the ball around, especially first few couple points. The more you can move it around with the
2-0-2.
dinks, get into a rhythm, I think it's more better.
Yeah,
Point.
big drive there by Danny Townsend.
3-0-2. Point.
All right, a little bit of confusion in the middle. Again, new pairing for Papazyan and Mildwaters, I'd say. So,
The score is
Yeah, I don't think
4-0-2.
they've played before.
no, well, Izzy's been overseas setting up pickleball in Armenia.
Wow.
So she hasn't had much of an opportunity to play high-level pickleball, come back to Australia, and then I think she did a calf or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's just back into the scene, but very aspiring. Had a good run in the singles yesterday.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, getting bronze and taking down Sarah Dennehy in three games. So that was good. So where will you, so you'll find yourself back on this court. Let's have a look at the other end of the draw, as we were saying. Selena Trulia, Andy D, Kat Valos, Ash Dang. Ash Dang's playing very well at the moment.
She's playing very well.
Yeah, she's scary good.
Yeah.
Like, her level has just skyrocketed in 2025, particularly the latter half of the year.
Yeah, look, I think she's improved a lot, and it's showing with her results and how she's playing. So that's good for her.
And then we talked about Sarah Burr and Caitlin Hart. They've got Nancy Ferguson and Taya Cross. Obviously, Taya Cross are part of the Apex crew down the Gold Coast, and getting a lot of exposure over in Asia, Taya. So, yeah, that's another duo to watch out for.
5-0-2.
All right, 5-0-2. Healthy lead for Dennehy and Townsend.
Side out.
Yeah, nice spot there by Papazyan, noticing that Townsend wasn't stable on her feet.
No, I think she just rushed the shot. So she's hit the shot,
0-5-1.
hasn't split stepped, and just ran straight in. And I think that caused the off balance.
Point.
That slow ball there, I would have liked to have seen Dennehy come
1-5-1.
across and poach that one.
Yeah. I think that's going to drop in.
Yeah, nice
Point.
shot, Mildwaters. I do like Dennehy on the left with the pairing
2-5-1.
of Townsend. But I think they play straight up quite often.
I think they do as well, which is not a bad idea. Like, if you've got 2 great players, you're able to do that. But I think that's a nice shot.
Second
Yeah, that's
server.
beautiful.
Danny's seen the line open there. Isabella, I think, moved to the middle a bit too early.
2-5-2. Side out.
How did you find the wind today, B? It's very different from yesterday, right?
Yeah, wind's a bit strong, but
5-2-1.
it comes in waves, Jeanette. So you could hit one ball and it's fine, or you think the wind's a little bit too strong. So then you take the pace off for your next shot, and before you know it, it's like, okay, that's the wind's giving you a different kilometre, or
5-2-2.
it's difficult. But as pro players, there's 4 people on the court, so I guess you're just going to have to work it out as you go.
Yeah, so to any amateur players that are out there, just briefly, how do you handle that? How do you make those adjustments?
I think with experience, I think as well, just
Jeez. Hey!
takes the tumble, but she's back up on her feet.
Sarah Dennehy, she's certainly got some power, hasn't she?
Yeah, she doesn't hold back.
252.
Some great defence by Mildwaters, though.
She's a great defense player, and she can attack well. But I think if she's able to, exactly what she's doing now, just stay in the point and not pull the trigger early. Because, Jeanette, these aren't normal conditions that we're playing in. So there's the wind you need to take into consideration. So if we're able to, and the sun and everything. So if you're able to just stay in the point, I think that's what it's going to come down to, and that's in it as well. And that's the sun we were just talking about.
Yeah, right. That was a great get by Dennehy there.
It was.
Really scooping that ball back into play.
And I think it was very smart, her lobbing it back and not trying to drop it, because the sun literally was just in Crystal's eyes.
So will that play a factor for you if you win the toss in the next game, the sun?
I don't know, to be honest. I'd rather pick the side. I'd rather choose it depending on wind and not the sun, because as an ex-pro tennis player, you get used to the sun. Look, I've got a hat, Crystal doesn't. So I guess if you wear like glasses, hats, I'm not saying that it completely shuts the sun out, but it helps you in a way.
Point.
I would have let that bounce. Slowed it down a little bit more and not rushed it.
732.
But then that could be pressure that she's feeling.
Point.
Just gone wide. Nice to see Townsend and Dennehy with the matching uniforms.
Yes, they definitely are matching.
832.
I don't think I've seen Danny do that before.
Point.
Yeah. Danny Townsend, some of the fastest hands in pickleball in the Southern Hemisphere. Would you agree there? She's going to counter that all day.
Yeah. I think the main issue there is if you plan on speeding up, whether someone's got amazing hands or not, if you plan to speed up, you need to be ready for the shot to come back. And I find that a lot of players who are maybe inexperienced, I would say, are not ready for it. And that's why you're always caught off guard.
There you go. And the first game goes to Townsend and Dennehy quite convincingly. We're going to take a quick break. B. Massey will be back with the next game, women's doubles quarterfinal. Okay, B. Massey in the break. We were just talking about if you were on the bench for Izzy Papazyan and Crystal Mildwaters right now, what advice would you be giving them?
I'd be giving them a great shot, first of all. And back to your question, Jeanette, the advice I'd be giving them is stay in the rally. Don't be pulling the trigger too quickly. They're great players as well, so I wouldn't be counting them out either. It's just going to be a matter of being patient, executing when it's there, setting the point up, and placement over power. And I need to emphasize on that because people underestimate great shot.
Point.
That is a cracking lob, and there you go. Papazyan gets justice for her partner Mildwaters with Sarah Dennehy's lob earlier.
So what's that, 1-1?
1-1. 1-1 in the lob into the Sun Stakes, and another one. Ooh.
Second server.
See, if that was me, I wouldn't be lobbing Sarah. I'd be giving the lob to Danny
102.
because Sarah's got more power. She's able to execute.
out.
Unforced error there. I think they got to slow down a little bit, Isabella and
0-1-1.
Crystal.
Point.
That was a great pickup. But
Yeah.
I think just off balance, her feet got caught in the way.
1-1-1.
Oh, big serve by Dennehy. Really set up the third point drive, cross court for Danny. catching Mildwaters
2-1-1.
on the run. We've seen that a fair bit this morning, B, with the more less experienced players just not being stable enough on their feet after their return of serve.
Yeah. And I think what it is people, yes, obviously you want to return and get into the net, Jeanette. It's important. But I think what's happening is they're overthinking it. So
Point.
there again. So we're not split stepping, which is a very important aspect of both tennis and pickleball. The split step is so important that people forget to do it. And I think that they're just forgetting that you need to make the shot then come in. There's no point just trying to hit any shot and come in, because then now you're being positioned into a section of the court where, you know, no man's land or danger zone, whatever you want to call it.
Second server.
So I think it's probably a good idea at the moment, B, that Mildwaters and Papazyan don't
5-1-2.
actually switch.
Point.
Right, just getting a score update here.
6-1-2.
Yeah, they seem to be getting caught out on the switch a lot. So I think, they should stay a little bit more and see if they get some traction that way.
Yeah, I think they need to slow it down as well. Like they're not playing their style game. They're playing straight into Danny's and Dennehy and Sarah's. And I think because they've got that massive lead now, they're just going to come out here now and just drive these balls.
Yeah, look, Izzy's just looked at me with a big smile on her face. She's like, she can't believe that this is happening right now. I think they've just gone in with the wrong attitude, Mildwaters and Papazyan here.
Side out.
I wouldn't say bad attitude. I'd look at it in a way like, see, if you say bad attitude, it's like,
1-8-1.
like it's not eight, it's like a negative thing. We've got to keep in mind as well, Jeanette, these two haven't played together before.
Yeah.
There's still that understanding. They're still supporting each other.
Yeah.
But I think when you haven't played with somebody before and the match is going quite quick, you start getting frustrated, and not so much with your partner, but more with yourself, because it's like, what am I doing wrong? And you've got the heat, you've got the wind, you look at the score, and it's like so much piling up. So now it's no longer a physical thing, it's a mental thing.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And I know these two are really good friends as well, Crystal and Isabella. But I think, I'd like to see a bit more energy from them, you know, trying to cheer each other up.
I agree. I think more words should be spoken between the both of them. Even like encouragement, you make the error, who cares? And that's a great shot by Danny changing it up.
Oh, yeah, very clever. And that's the experience at Townsend, right?
Yeah, and I think she done that because she had seen Crystal and Isabella take 2 steps back from the kitchen. So you are now in danger zone. It could happen either way. So I reckon standing your ground at the kitchen probably would have been a better option. And if she drives it, then so be it. Counter it. Defend it. Block it.
10-1-1.
10-1-1. This is match point for Sarah Dennehy and Danny Townsend. Convincing result. Nice.
She's going to drop shot that.
Yeah.
I knew it.
You knew it. There you go.
Because, see, here's another thing. First of all, great match to all 4 ladies, but you can tell when Danny's going to drop it because of the motion she does. Watch the paddle.
Yes.
Don't watch the ball. As soon as it goes over, just watch your opponent's paddle and see the motion that they do, because 9 times out of 10, that's going to tell you what that shot is going to be.
So she does a little sort of...
She does that little flick and roll with the wrist. There is no way you could do that and hit a winner.
Yeah, well, she telegraphed that. So Danny Townsend and Sarah Dennehy are on their way to the semi-finals, and they will play, here we go, B. Massey and Catherine Westbury, Cat Westbury. There you go. That semi-final number 1 will be up shortly. Waiting to see the results to see who will be in the other side of the draw. B. Massey, as always, thank you very much for being my analyst for that match. And
thanks for having me,
hopefully
Jeanette.
you've got some insight so you can go in and play the semi-final there.
Hopefully, fingers crossed. It's always good watching your opponents before you have to play them. So Thanks for having me, and it was really good.
No
Appreciate it.
worries. Okay. We have up next none other than Australian pickleball royalty Mitch Hargraves, Ryan Henry. He will be playing Daiki Tanabe and Brian Tran. And that is a quarterfinal men's doubles. So I'm not sure how far away that match is. I'll just check with producer Hugh. About 5 minutes. Grab yourself a cold drink on this Saturday. It is PPA Pickleball Tour Australia time. Moreton Bay, Queensland, powered by Yola. Thanks, B. Massey.
Thanks, Jeanette.